Whether her friend said it, because this statement came from her close friend. Regardless, I shouldn't be playing in the mud as well.
It's not always the case. No, it's not. I would disagree with you.
And you're still single.
Hey! Was that a shade?
Welcome to Reality Check with Adaeze. Here we discuss reality shows, movies, trending topics, and topics that I find fascinating. And today we are talking the Real Housewives of Lagos Season 3 Episode 2. If you haven't watched my previous reviews, I'm going to leave it in the description box so that you can just catch up in case you haven't watched the show as well. But yeah, today's episode was quite chill. It was quite boring, to be honest, but some key things happened which I am going to discuss. But yeah, overall the episode was not given, okay? And also, if I were in a position to advise the production, I would say they should increase the number of women on the show, because I think the cast are not enough. So far we haven't seen Sophia Momodu. However, I wish that we had more people on the show, and aside having more women, that is more of the cast, I wish that their husbands and their relatives were more involved. I feel like in other franchises, I'm not really sure right now, but I feel like in other franchises that I can remember, we had more of their spouses like actually showing up and being a very crucial part of the show. Spouses, kids, and stuff like that. But in the Lagos one, it's almost like it's just the ladies, and we have friends here, we have relatives here, but they're not really adding anything to the plot, to be honest. But the episode starts with Carolyn and her daughter. She's spending time with her daughter doing some crafts. She's telling her daughter how she missed her all these months that the daughter has been with the dad, because she told us in the previous episode that her daughter is now living with her dad and she wants her daughter to experience her dad because her dad is such a great father. So while they are there, they're just chatting, having fun, poking fun at each other. Then Carolyn receives an invite from Mariam to attend a high tea party. Carolyn is receptive to the invitation and she is happy to go. Next, we see Dabota with her daughter as well. Dabota's daughter is turning 8 and Dabota is doing a photo shoot for the girl. She's wearing her native attire and Dabota's friend is there as well, and they're discussing about the ladies on the show. Dabota says everything went well at the event, that's Laura's event, where she met Laura, and she's telling her friend about how Laura was saying, oh, we always see at events, we even sit together, but we do not talk, like why are we not friends and stuff. And Dabota is like, do you want to honestly pretend like you don't know why we're not friends? Let me tell you guys something, right? The ladies on the show, Carolyn and Dabota, they are actually very good, okay? Trust me, they are actually acting very matured, because I don't know how your sister will say such nasty things about me and I'll be kicking with you and smiling with you. In fact, it's not just that she said nasty things about me, she put out lies about the paternity of my kid, okay? For both people, for both Dabota and Carolyn, Linda Ikeji actually put out rumors that the kids are not for their billionaire husbands, and these were high profile ladies at that point because they were with billionaires. These were high profile ladies, and then you're accusing me of sleeping around, you're accusing me of paternity fraud, essentially. I will not be smiling with your sister. I won't even be smiling with your 10th generation. Like, it's not funny. You would have to come and apologize to me personally and maybe put out information that, oh, I lied, before I will even try to associate with any of your family members. However, Dabota is saying that she doesn't want to pass on what happened a while ago with her and Linda on Laura. Like, she wants to get to know Laura and just be cordial with Laura. Next, we see Dadem waiting for Mariam. So Mariam invited Dadem and Dabota for a lunch, even though she did not tell them beforehand that both ladies were going to be there. Like, Dadem is waiting and waiting. Dadem says she is an early bird. If you invite her for 2, she's going to be there by 1:30. And I can so relate with that, okay? That is how I am. Mostly because, I don't know if it's just that, but I feel like I even get anxiety going out. So if you invite me for 2, I think about it all day. I get ready quickly. I'd rather be there early and leave early. I don't like waiting. This whole concept of African time is not me, okay? It's not me. It has never been me. I can't relate to it. I can understand coming a bit late, okay? It happens. 15 minutes late, that's fine. But you see how they do it, especially in Nigeria, where an event is for 2, you're coming by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I will leave. I won't even be there. I can't stand it. Eventually Mariam comes. She's giving excuses that she went to DHL, she went to design. Why didn't you do it earlier? Why didn't you, or send somebody, or leave it for another day, or leave it for after? Okay, instead of keeping me waiting. But anyway, it's all well and good. They start discussing. Mariam is telling them that, oh, she got this vibe between her and Dabota when they greeted at Laura's event, that they had this freak and frack moment. She keeps saying that phrase, they had a freak and frack moment, and that she's seen like a school mother and school daughter. To be honest, I don't know what Mariam is seeing. I don't know what Mariam, are you on crack? I'm just kidding, but what are you seeing? Because I'm not seeing what she's seeing, to be honest. I see genuine friendship, I see genuine connection and all of that, especially because both ladies are even in the same field. I feel like for ladies who are kind of competition, kind of, not really, but for ladies who are kind of competition, they're getting along really well and it's really nice, okay? Leave it at that. It doesn't have to be a Chioma Iyabo thing. That Chioma Iyabo thing was actually not natural. That was actually more of a weird situation, okay? The normal thing is for grown ladies to just be friends without there being some kind of hierarchy. I feel like Mariam is seeking for some type of hierarchy between the ladies, and there is none. Let it go, move on. So Adam said the same thing, you know, she's like, which one is from where to where? We're just friends, we're just cool with each other. We're not even as close as you're trying to make it sound. Like, we're close, we're cool, she's my girl, but we're not even as close as you're trying to make it sound. Let me point out something again. I do not like how Diadem is always speaking Yoruba in her confessionals. Somebody in my comment section, not even somebody, I think a couple of people in my comment section said, oh no, it's fine, it's okay, it shows our heritage, it shows African culture. I'm sorry, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. And it's not because I'm not Yoruba or I don't understand Yoruba. Even if it was an Igbo person doing it, or a French person doing it, or a German, I don't care. We are on an English show. Speak English. Okay, I'm not against putting words here and there, like, oh, say omo, or just putting phrases here and there. I'm not against that. But going on full-on sentences in Yoruba, and they didn't even translate some of those sentences, I was irritated. Okay, so yeah, for me, my own opinion, they should all strive to speak English or pidgin English, but I digress. So let's go back. So Mariam is asking Diadem about her relationship. Who are you dating? Who is your boyfriend? Are you in a serious relationship? This and that. Of course, Mariam is just poking. I personally do not like people like that, where you try to put me on a spot. Talk about yourself. I'm okay with people who are very narcissistic or self-centered and like to talk about themselves all the time. I'm fine. I will nod, I will ask leading questions, I will listen, and you can go on and on about yourself. I don't have a problem with that one. What I have a problem with is you're not talking about yourself, but you're asking me so many questions. Again, for the show, for the plot, it's fine. I like it. Mariam, keep doing it. But in reality, it can be very uncomfortable. And Diadem said this as well, that it made her really uncomfortable. But, you know, in the spirit of the show as well, she tried to answer Mariam. She told us that she's in a relationship, but she is not serious, like with trying to get married and stuff, that she was ready like 2 years ago, but right now she's not ready to get married. She just wants to enjoy herself. So at this point, Dabota comes in. She said she didn't know that the lunch was between her and Diadem and Mariam, that she just thought it was just her and Mariam getting to know each other over lunch. Mariam is teasing them about their bum bum and how she doesn't have bum bum. You know, Mariam can be a very good sport, okay? I don't want to make it look as if I'm faulting everything she does. She can be a very good sport. She can be very entertaining. And on this show, with the way it is going, we need at least 2 Mariams. We can't have only Mariam just nudging things along. We need at least 2 people to bring Mariam's energy. Mariam asked Dabota about Laura, you know, at Laura's event, when they're talking about, oh, why are we not friends? Mariam said she observed that Dabota did not really, like the way she answered, yeah, that she knew that there was more to it than meets the eye. So she went ahead to ask Dabota about it, and Dabota, like she did before, was not giving any new information to Mariam. She just said, oh, we are cool, we are fine, that's it. Like, that's it. Even though Mariam knows that there's something there, but that's fine. Then Mariam even said something about, oh, I don't want to hear, somebody wrote something about me years ago, blah, 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 trying to make it look as if, trying to make it look as if, don't come here and be bringing the past, let's just move on. No, it's not your place. It's not your place, please, Mariam. Trust me, it is not your place. If somebody wrote such nonsense about me and my child and the paternity of my child and accused me of adultery and stuff like that, best believe I'm going to be bringing it up. I'm gonna be bringing it up. But the girls did not even bring it up. Dabota did not even bring it up. But Mariam was saying, oh, let nobody bring it up. I'm like, Mariam, just relax, okay? Like, this is not your place at all. And in their confessionals, both Dabota and Adaeze said that they don't really know about being close friends with Mariam. Like, they can be cool with her, but they don't really think they can be close friends like that. In fact, Dabota almost said word for word what I said in the previous episode. No, in my introduction to the season and my expectations, I talked about how Mariam is the kind of person that I would like to be friends with from afar, like a vibey friend. We party together, we have fun together, and just leave it there. And then I go and meet my real friends, okay? Dabota said the same thing, that Mariam has good vibes, they can have fun and party together, but she can't really be close friends with Mariam, and that's totally fine. Dabota also says that so far she has enjoyed all the meetings with the ladies, like she's really happy so far, and that's good, good vibes all around. That's what we want, kind of. Is that what we want? So next we see Laura meeting with her gym instructor / personal photographer. He comes to help her or work out with her. She says she was a gym instructor for 4 years or 3 years a while ago, but somebody rich came into her life. I don't know if it is her current husband, but the guy was asking her if she's keeping up with her nutrition. They try to do some exercises here and there, planks here and there. We also see Adaeze with her elder sister. Adaeze is trying out some of her brushes. She's getting ready, she's doing her makeup, but she's trying out her new brushes. I like the fact that she kind of added that part. Again, Adaeze is like the Toyin of this season, both in mannerisms and in looks to an extent, but mostly in their ability to insert their business into everything. I love that about Adaeze. So she's with her elder sister. Her elder sister is asking her, about her experience so far, meeting up with the ladies, yada yada yada. Adaeze goes ahead to tell her about it. Normally just telling her sister what's up, but her sister is trying to warn her to be careful. Friends have dealt with you, you've suffered in the hands of friends, you're a kind of person. Adaeze even said that she's the kind of person that once she loves somebody, she just forgets herself. So her sister is saying you have to be careful, yeah. So Adaeze is also telling us that her sister has been there for her through all her wahala with different friendships. Her sister is the one, her go-to person. So I understand why the sister was giving her all that advice. But sister, you need to chill as well, okay? Like, yes, you can be hurt by friends, but it doesn't mean that you should totally give up on having friends. Keep your heart open. Everybody is not evil, right? If you yourself, you feel like you're a good person, you're a good friend, then why do you think you're the only person in the world? Or why would you think that you're the only person in the world who can be that way? There are other genuine good people too that you can meet up with, and you will have fantastic friendships, okay? Next up, the D-Day has come for Mariam's high tea party, and all the ladies are getting ready. Mariam arrives first, and she's looking at the whole setup, and she's really proud and happy with the setup. She's excited about the party, okay? So after Mariam, Carolyn arrives looking beautiful as always. They greet, good vibes between them. I think between Mariam and Carolyn, I don't think there's any bad blood. They're just chill, they're just happy, they're just moving on with their lives. Mariam in her confessionals was saying, oh, I hope Carolyn will not disgrace me. Mariam is saying Carolyn should not disgrace her. Abi, you should not disgrace yourself and everybody on that place, like on that table. Because who is most likely to disgrace themselves or any other person there? Is Mariam. So when she was saying, Carolyn should not come and disgrace me, I was like, small nyash they shake. But yeah, Mariam asks Carolyn if she's nervous, how she feels. She's like, no, she's fine, she's cool, she has grown, she's now more mature. She's just going to apologize where she, messed up, about where she messed up, because she recognizes that she did not do well in some certain areas. She actually went too far with some of the things that she said. And Carolyn still maintains that it was a rumor she heard. In fact, she heard it from Laura's friend in quotes, but it wasn't her place to say it. So Carolyn is not coming from a place of, oh, I'm just saying things. Because to be honest, I was thinking that she was just saying things to hurt Laura. No, it wasn't just that she was saying things to hurt Laura. These were things that, according to her, I wasn't there, allegedly, that she heard about Laura from Laura's, or, Laura's group of friends, or somebody in Laura's circle, right? But that it wasn't her place to bring it up. And I applaud her maturity for saying that, because those things are very heavy accusations, and I will not say the same for Linda Ikeji or even Laura Ikeji, because your sister did such things. Why couldn't you just own up and just apologize to the ladies on your sister's behalf? Or at least just try to tell the ladies, it's nothing personal, don't be offended, blah, 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 blah. Just try and act like you have sense and you understand. To be honest, I was seeing a part of Laura in this episode that I did not like. That is the part of her that I did not like in season 1. I think I'm beginning to see it again. However, let me not judge too much. I'll get into why I said what I just said, but let me not judge too much. I also like the fact that Carolyn said, as much as I'm going to apologize to Laura, I do not want Laura to come there and play victim, okay? Do not come there and play victim. Do not come there and make it look like, oh, I'm the one that is just doing too much. I'm the one who is attacking you or coming for you when you didn't do anything. You actually did something. You were actually very unpleasant to me from the beginning. She was just saying this in her confessionals, not to Laura or anything, but you were unpleasant to me from the beginning. You did so much. You said things about me. So don't just come there and come and play victim, but I will do the mature thing and I will apologize to you. So next, Diadem comes in looking all pretty. Mariam likes Diadem a lot, okay? I could tell from the way she greets Diadem, calling Diadem her baby, so excited that her Diadem are even matching to an extent. Like, Mariam actually likes Diadem a lot. So Diadem also greets Carolyn. She says Carolyn is so beautiful, talking about Carolyn's complexion. I mean, Carolyn is mixed, so there's no competition there. Diadem is very, very fair, but Carolyn is literally mixed. So then there's something I noticed which happened in season 1, if you guys can remember. Carolyn is not, even though she's very pleasant and jovial and jokey and laughy, she laughs a lot. She reminds me of myself, to be honest. I said it in first season. Like, I see some things in her that reminds me of myself a lot. She's very funny, like she likes to joke, she likes to laugh, and that kind of person as well. However, when she first meets people in public, she's demure. Very demure. In fact, she's more demure than me, to be honest. But she's quite demure, because I noticed that when she greeted Diadem, she was like, are you alright? Are you okay? Oh, good. She was so calm and so #mature. I was like, is this not the same Carolyn? I'll be laughing anyhow. I'm playing anyhow. Are you good? Very poised, very put together. Even Diadem was like, what's happening here? You just I
have my own business.
That's nice.
Just doing amazing. I mean, you get to know me with time. She's very chilled, very calm, very still go.
So the next to arrive is Dabota. She comes in looking nice, wearing white, looking beautiful, and she greets all the ladies, and she mentions that she knows Carolyn. We get to see that they know each other. They met years ago when Dabota was starting her beauty business. Carolyn said that she reached out to Dabota when Dabota was going through her issues, and she reached out to Dabota to just support. They didn't say what, but I feel like it was when Dabota was going through her Linda Ikeji issues and maybe her divorce. That was when Carolyn reached out to her, because Carolyn at that time too was experiencing the same thing, divorce and nonsense rumors from Linda Ikeji's blog. They didn't say this, but I am just speculating. So they are all going around on the table. Mariam is asking, are you single? Are you dating? What's going on in your life? Carolyn says she is seriously in a relationship. She's in a serious relationship, a committed relationship. However, she's not looking to get married. They are just having a very nice partnership. Dabota asks her, is it an older guy or a younger guy, or or your mate? And she says it's an older guy, that she likes older men. And then Dabota now said, oh, years ago that would have been her, but right now she is open to anything. Dadem says she is single, and they're like, you just said before that you had a boyfriend. But Dadem is saying that yes, she's dating somebody, but she's still single. She's not in anything serious. Dabota says she is single and she is not talking with anybody. Okay, she's not seeing anyone, she's not talking with anyone, she is very single. Dadem is confused at this point because according to Dadem, Dabota had been telling her about her boyfriend before. So why are you now saying that you're single? We saw where Dabota now told Dadem that they actually broke up. She actually broke up with the guy, so she's actually single. So the ladies begin to talk about relationships and why relationships, break apart or fall apart. And Mariam is saying that it is because of communication. It's because the women do not speak up when things are not going well, that women need to communicate well, blah 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 blah. That Dabota is saying no, that it's not just that in some cases it's not even because the person is a bad person, because Mariam was saying, oh, there are red flags, blah 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 blah. Dabota was saying yes, that it might not even just be that there are red flags, the person might not even be a bad person, but you guys are just not compatible. Okay, it's just not going to work between you and that person, and that's okay. In this part, Mariam actually annoyed me a lot. Mariam was not listening. Mariam just had this conversation in her head where she thought the conversation was going to, and just kept talking and talking and talking. I was like, listen to the other side, okay? Nothing is absolute in this world. Even though, yes, there are a majority of cases where something happens a certain way, there are also other cases where it is not what you think, right? Like, relationships are so complex and so dynamic that you cannot just put one paintbrush and paint everything the same. People break up for so many reasons. It's not always because, oh, one person was bad or one person was ignoring red flags or one person was not communicating. Sometimes you guys are just not meant to be with each other, and that's totally fine. Are you trying to say that everybody in this world is for everybody in this world? No, it is not that way. Oh my God, I was so pissed. Mariam was just going on and on. Dabota was trying to say, yes, I get you. I'm not even opposing what you're saying, but I'm telling you that it's not always that way. Then Mariam is like, but you're still single and you're not married. Was that necessary? Like, was that actually necessary? That was highly unnecessary and, to be honest, quite disrespectful. Dabota took it well. Not that she took it well, but Dabota was like, you know what, let me just let it go. Mariam is having a word vomit, and I'm just going to not engage. So it was at this point that Laura walks in. Oh, sorry, earlier Mariam called Laura to ask Laura where she's at, what's happening. They were on video call, and Laura was saying that she was locked in and her phone battery was dead, so she couldn't open the door. And while they were on that video call, Laura had seen Carolyn, and she knew that Carolyn was there anyway. So eventually Laura arrived, looking terrible in my own opinion. I'm sorry, she was the worst dressed. I said I wasn't going to be saying worst dressed, but I feel like this episode Laura was the worst dressed, and not just her outfit, even her makeup as well. It wasn't giving. Best dressed for me, Confessionals, Dadem's outfit. Oh my goodness, she looked fabulous, darling. She looked amazing. I wish that's what she had worn for the tea party, because it was giving tea party. So my best dress is Dadem, my worst dress is Laura. So while Laura walks in, it's kind of awkward between her and Carolyn. She greets the ladies and then she goes to sit down, and Mariam said, oh, she wants to play a game. She has that her hearts game that she had, not hearts, what they call it, well, basket game. You write questions on a paper and put inside a bowl, and then you choose an answer. She did that in the previous season and it caused some issues. That was where Iyabo stepped on Faith's train. So she brought the game again, and Carolyn was the first to pick. This thing was so scripted. Oh my goodness, you guys should be better with the drama. It was so scripted, because how is Carolyn the first to pick, and how is it that the question Carolyn picked is, have you heard a nasty rumor about anybody in the group, and would you tell the person, or something like that? I'm sure it's only that question that was inside that thing. Maybe not, but I feel like it was just too scripted. But anyway, Carolyn said, oh yes, this is a good question for me to answer. And then Carolyn now used that opportunity to apologize to Laura. She gave a very heartfelt apology, very mature apology, very sensible apology. She was just talking. You could sense the sincerity, not just the sincerity in the apology, the growth in Carolyn as well. You could tell that she just wanted to move on in peace and not try to have any issues with anybody. And everybody was really happy with her apology. Dabota in her confessional said, it couldn't be me. It can never be me. Like, she can't do that. To be honest, when she was first saying that, I was like, are you that unforgiving and stuff like that? But I think that where she's coming from is especially not to Laura, who her sister did too much to hurt us. Then you are now giving this kind of heartfelt apology in front of all the ladies. It can never be me. Laura even said it in her own confessionals that she couldn't have done that, especially in front of these ladies, apologizing in such a heartfelt manner, you know, bringing yourself down, that she couldn't have done that. So she accepts Carolyn's apology. However, even though yes, on the table she said she accepted Carolyn's apology, the energy she was giving wasn't the same energy that Carolyn was giving. Okay, Carolyn was giving very heartfelt, genuine apology, while Laura was giving, yes, I deserve it, of course, apologize to me. Okay, yes, I apology accepted. I'm sorry. That's the part of Laura that I said I'm beginning to see that part I didn't like in season 1, where every time you're just trying to be I don't know how to explain it. I'm not saying that you have to start shining teeth and start laughing and jumping up and down with Carolyn, but if somebody's giving you a heartfelt apology, at least act like you are. If you say you receive it, because if you don't receive it, say you don't receive it, that's fine. But if you say you accept the apology, act like you do. Okay, don't let it look as if it's just one-sided groveling from one side and you're just forming. Okay. But anyway, to each his own. I can't tell her how to act or how to be offended or how to accept anybody's apology. But even that, then pointed it out that the energy across the table from Laura was not given, it wasn't reciprocated. That's the energy from Carolyn was not reciprocated on Laura's end, and it can never be her. I could tell that she was like, hey, I know fit, nah. When you're just feeling anxious for someone else, like, sis, no, I can't do that. But again, that was big of Carolyn. To be honest, I'm okay. I'm happy with the fact that she did that, okay? And in her confessional, she said, if because I'm being patient with you, I'm taking all your excesses, I'm apologizing to you and just trying to be, cordial with you, if you think because of that you want to drag me, I will take you back to hell, okay? I like when she said that. Hey, so you know that she's keeping it 100. She's not apologizing to you because she's very stupid or she doesn't have sense. She's just doing what's right at that time. But if you decide to do what's left, then she would help you finish it. Then all the ladies are now saying, this is how it should be. If you feel offended by somebody, just apologize. Dabota is saying yes, like Mariam, when you came at me saying, that's why you're single. It shouldn't be that way. Then Mariam also apologized. She was like, I know that you felt some type of way about it. Anyway, moving on, Carolyn asked the ladies if any of them have bullying tendencies and stuff like that, and they're like, no, none of us have such tendencies. We're all mature, we're all nice. Laura then says, you can never know. Even between friends, you can never know. I know she was referring to what happened last season with Chioma and Iyabo and Toyin, especially Toyin, because Laura even said it there that Mariam used to be very close to Toyin. They're like childhood friends, but right now she's not talking to Toyin anymore. That even me, I used to be very close to Toyin, but right now we're not as close as before. So you can never tell. That them saying yes, I can't tell, but speaking from my own side, I don't see it happening because I'm not that way. But yeah, I get Laura's reservation. However, you can tell. Okay, let's not say you never can tell. You can tell. You can tell if this person is a nasty person or can be nasty. Sometimes we just ignore it because it is not affecting us at that time. Not that we did not know, not that we cannot tell. You can tell that somebody is somehow. It's just that if the person is your friend and the person is being nice to you and not showing that part of them to you, tendency is for most people, tendency is for us to just act like we can't see it. Then when it's now our turn, we'll now be like, oh my God, what happened to our friendship? Since when? It was there. It was there all along. You just decided not to look at it. But that was it for the episode. To be honest, like I said, it was just bleh. It wasn't really fantastic like that, but I'm looking forward to the next episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next video, which is Young, Famous and African episodes 5 and 6.